Right, hi. I really dove right into the video for making an intro, so making one now. So this was me getting ready to leave campus for a few days because of spring break. Ignore the fact that I'm posting this like well after spring break, but also like this is applicable for leaving campus for break in general. So we started off on Saturday, and a good lot of people have left already because, there's a week of no school, so it makes sense to go back home. And my plan is to leave Wednesday and then come back Saturday. So only stay home for a few days, basically. So I'm looking at the weekly ad, and there's something, it's for avocados, like the bag of avocados. And I think it was $2.99 for 5 avocados, and that's like a really good price because most of the time it's about like $1 per avocado. The unit price about $1 or even more per avocado. So to pay about $3 for 5, that's like a steal. But the problem is avocados can be hit or miss. That's my problem with them, especially if I get them from Costco. But this wasn't Costco, by the way, because they're just like, it's hard to find like a good one that makes you remember why you love avocados in the first place. I find like that perfect moment where like it's ripe but it's not starting to rot. That's like a whole struggle. So I'm wondering, should I buy the avocados? So I've never bought avocados from this place because the price is good. So I'm thinking about buying it, but like just one bag because I don't want to get my hopes up too high. So I'm just gonna get one bag. And I'm gonna hope that's good. Hoping that it'll restore my faith and love in avocados. Alright, so I think it's like 2 p.m. right now. And I haven't even eaten anything yet. The dining hall closest to me is closed for the whole week of spring break. The other one is about a mile away. And that's making me kind of lazy, having to go out in the cold and all that just for food. I mean, I have a few snacks with me, but those are snacks, not meals. I'm gonna get hungry again. And I'm not really the type of person to DoorDash or wherever, so I'm gonna have to go out in the cold. I'm not sure exactly what I'll do after I eat. I'm trying to decide whether I want to go on a walk despite the snow, the weather, or whatever will happen in the next few hours in regards to weather. Or if I want to come back here so I can work on maybe like studying, editing videos, drawing, whatever I want to do. But I'm the type of person who just goes with the flow, so whatever happens, happens. If I feel like going on a walk, I'm gonna go on that walk at last, because I want to go to like the other side of the river, basically. Like I want to cross the bridge, go to the other side of the river, see what's up, see what's going on there. This is why I couldn't really live in that like Taoism utopia, because we read Lao Tzu's book, but I forgot what Lao Tzu's book was. Anyways, the utopia mentioned that like small communities don't visit like your neighboring communities. And I'm like, I could not survive because there's always gonna be that one person who like disobeys and decides like, oh, I want to see what's on the other side. Like I can hear your chickens crowing, so I want to see what's good. Like what are y'all doing that maybe we aren't doing? I want to see what's good on the other side. So I would be that person, I think. Just like run away, go to the other side and see what's up, what's cooking, what's popping. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I want to eat now because the dining hall will close at 3, then they'll reopen at 5, so I have less than an hour to like get there and eat. Cause I'm not trying to wait like that extra 2-3 hours. Like I'm gonna eat now, then do whatever I gotta do after. Maybe that's why one of my suitemates left, because I heard her leave recently. I think it's just me and her. Everyone else went, home, I guess. This has me thinking, like, what if I just ask her, like, yo, you want to watch a movie or something together or do something? But, like, no, I'm, like, introvert. I'm not actually going to do it. But yeah, I think it's basically just me and her. I'm just getting ready to leave now because I don't want to go too late. Because I'm going to be that one person who goes late and expects there to be plenty of food. So I'm hoping that I can catch a bus there because we're on break, the bus services, there's gonna be less buses. So if there isn't, I'll just take the bike, the bike. I'm just grabbing what I'll need, AirPods, wallet, and keys. Put on my shoes. I'm gonna put on my waterproof shoes. These have been a lifesaver because prior to coming to college in Boston, I didn't have waterproof shoes because I'm from the suburbs, so got a vroom in the car. But now I walk a lot and the weather can be wild. I put on a beanie. Does it look weird? Because, you know, my hair's in a pineapple, so this is my hair. I think I like it. I love being on campus when, you know, like, it's great because there's less people. And I love when there's less people because there's also, like, less stress. The ambiance is different and it's, like, great. But at one point, like, I will go home, like, middle of the week, like, Wednesday-ish. But yeah, I'm just waiting for the bus driver to come back and there's more people to board the bus. I'm looking back because if someone comes in and just sees me recording, it's gonna be, like, hiding the camera. Alright, it's past 9. I did end up taking a walk, but it was a mix of raining and snowing at some point, and my hands were freezing cold, and so they were inside my pockets, so I didn't really record much. But I did record some turkeys I saw. I even saw the Getir driver recording them too, and like, not driver because they take bicycles, but I saw him recording the turkey too, and I'm like, my dude. But yeah, that was pretty cool because those turkeys were humongous. I'm like, these are the ones I see like around Thanksgiving. They're like 20 pounds or something. That was crazy. I left for the walk around 3 o'clock and I came back around 6:30. But I wasn't like walking the entire time. That's like too much. I stopped to, you know, go inside some places to warm my hands up a little. And I also stopped at this place I've been wanting to go to because I wanted to get waffles from there. And the waffle was good. It was also like really sweet. But it was good, long story short. Will I go again? Probably not, but it was good. Like, nice experience. I went to go eat dinner around like 7:20 something because the dining hall closes at 8 and I'm not trying to go to bed hungry, you know, have some sleep for dinner. So yeah, I ate some food and didn't take a photo this time. But now I'm on my laptop, so I'm like looking over there and clicking. And it's currently Saturday, but I want to buy the train tickets to go home before the prices increase and all that. I plan on going home when it's Wednesday, so I'm trying to check like the price, like did it change, or the $30 tickets still available. But after that, not exactly sure what I'll do, but I don't think I'll study. Like, I'm already a little tired from all that walking the entire trip, but it was cool. And I liked today. Today was a good day. Might edit some video clips or something, like after I get off my laptop. Might watch something and then go to sleep. Alright, it's 10 o'clock and I finally purchased my tickets, both like to go home, then to return back to my dorm. I cycled between 3 different sites, Amtrak, Greyhound, and Peter Pan, and I ended up only doing Greyhound and Peter Pan because they had the best prices. So I'm glad I finally got that over with because, you know, the good ticket prices, the low ticket prices sell out rather quickly, so kind of gotta do it quickly, gotta get it done soon. But I got decent times, you know, nothing too early, nothing too late, so I'm proud of that. So good stuff. But I'm nervous because it's gonna be just me alone, and I'm not quite sure how this entire, you know, the train, the Greyhound, in fact, it's not even the train, the bus. I'm not even sure how this whole Greyhound bus or Peter Pan bus thing works, because the only time I've taken these kind of buses or like they were in high school, like for band trips, but that's because like the teacher did like all the organizing and everything. And so there wasn't much left for us to do, except like sign the field trip permission slip. But like now, I just scheduled this by myself, and I'll go there by myself, and I'm a little nervy. So I'm probably gonna do some more research about it, like search it up and all that, and watch some videos to ease my nerves a little. And obviously on the day of, you know, arrive early. On the ticket set to arrive at least 15 minutes before departure, but catch me being there like a whole hour early or something. Cause I'm really trying to not, I really don't want this bus to leave me. If it leaves me, I'm done for. Like, what do I do? So I am really gonna get there early so I can actually, you know, get situated and all that. It's 6 p.m. So today, what I did was I edited some YouTube video and then I went to go grab a bite before the dining halls like closed for a few hours. And after I hung out with a friend, that was like really cool because she's one of the people that like I actually enjoy hanging out with and all that. And I can actually see us being friends for, you know, for a while, not just, you know, like a friend that like comes and goes or just like a friend. Like I can actually see me and her being close, like being close friends, best friends for a while. And that's like really cool because if you don't know my upbringing and like my childhood and all that, I didn't really have friends, so like barely close friends at that. So it's like really nice to finally have someone. Yeah, I've been back for about an hour now. I listened to some music, kind of scrolled on my phone for a bit, but now I'm wearing a jacket because it's cold, by the way. Like it's maybe like a 70 degrees in here. I'm like, why? Like if I had it my way, the heat will be up in this joint. We're not allowed to have heaters, but I'm thinking about it. I'm finally gonna do some studying. Ever since break started, I haven't really studied. I mean, it's only Sunday, you know. Break started, I guess, Friday evening or whatever. And Friday evening, I did do some like studying and stuff. And Saturday was, you know, chill day. Was when I walked around. Good day. Sunday, yeah, I'm finally gonna study because I'm trying to be like, you know, an academic weapon, a scholar, a good student, all that. So I'm working on chemistry because I already know that I'm behind and I'm trying to catch up over break. And this time I don't want it to like catch up to me. Like I realize that I'm still behind when it's literally like a day or two before school starts again. So I'm trying to, you know, be ahead of the game basically. I have like my piercing, like to downsize the jewelry. I have an appointment at 7:15. And it should last about 15 minutes. After that, I'm gonna go grab dinner at the dining hall because it closed at 8. And yeah. So I got this piercing done less than 2 weeks ago. And let me turn so y'all can see. Yeah, like after 2 weeks or a week or two after the piercing, I think you should like schedule the downsize appointment because right now there's like, I forgot what it's called, but the backing of the piercing, it needs to be changed. And so far I'm loving the piercing. I'm not sure if I'll make a video about it because I don't even know if I really like want to because I don't really have much to say about it so far, but mine is healing beautifully so far and I love it. The problem with being on campus during break is that the dining halls close earlier, and since I stay up till like midnight or whatever, I get hungry because it's been hours since I last had a proper meal. And I do have snacks, but you know, snacks, they're not real food. They're not gonna fill me up like that. I think at some point I'm gonna have to like go out in the night, the dark, the cold, to get me some food. And so far, it's almost 10 o'clock. Dining halls closed at 8. And I'm starting to get hungry. And I'm wondering what's the move? Like, should I force myself to stay in and eat my snacks knowing that I won't like be full? Or like, should I go out and grab a bite? Because I've already spent a lot of money lately. Like buying the train tickets. Like I mentioned earlier, the piercing downsize. It's on the back, also it's not like obvious, but spent money on that today and like other stuff in general. At the end of the day, food is necessary, so you know, a person's gotta eat. Alright, I finally found food. So the supermarket near me is still open, but it's gonna close in about 30 minutes. I'm getting ready to leave and go there. I gotta take off the robe for one because I can't pull up in the robe, you know what I mean. But from there, I just want to grab like a big carton of, I'm gonna go to the international section and grab a big carton of juice. Like the one from the Hispanic, the aisle, and it's like Goya juice, and it's like juice. A good amount of juice. More than a day's worth. And if I can find it, like some digestive biscuits or something. You know, just a little something to munch on because like only juice won't fill me up for the most part. It would be cool if I found something else, but if not, that's also fine. So I have a few snacks with me. I'm just getting ready to go because I don't want to be that one last minute straggler. Okay, ready to go. Also, I haven't heard my other roommate all day, so I'm wondering if she went somewhere else, if she went back home or wherever. Because I know that yesterday I heard her, you know, like brushing her teeth and like just moving around in general. But today I haven't heard like a peep, nothing from her at all. But, you know, I love having the entire place to myself, so I don't mind. I am back with the snacky snack. I got plantain chips, the sweet ones. I love the sweet ones. I got the juice smoothie. I don't have a refrigerator and I'm not gonna finish this in one night. I'm hoping that if I drink it the next day, I'm gonna be okay. But I'm just gonna fill up my water bottle now because that's almost empty. And, you know, I had thirst in the middle of the night. I had to quench that thirst. All right, I'm gonna clean my piercing now. Using like, I got this from like the piercing place, but you know, this and cotton swab. I just basically soak it. I have the mirror in front of me, that's what I'm looking at. I cleaned the back as well. I've heard that some people forget to clean the back. I'm like, what? So I've been working on chemistry like for about an hour now. As you can see, it's past midnight. But I'm actually gonna head off to bed soon. Just like wanted to tie up loose ends. I'm on this fresh new page. I should put this inside my backpack and I guess take a sip of this, put on my satin cap, and like get ready for bed and all that. So it's almost 1 p.m. and I'm getting ready to leave and finally eat my first meal of the day. So normally I'll eat around 2, but because I want to donate platelets, I think. Because I always confuse platelets and plasma. I think it's platelets. I want to donate platelets at 2:45. So I'm trying to eat beforehand so, you know, the food and the nutrients can have a chance to, you know, like work in my body, I guess. And then I'm trying to decide whether I want to take the bus, the train, the bike, or just walk there. Because from the dining hall to that blood donation area is a little more than 2 miles, and so far I think I'm gonna take the bike because I looked at the directions and all that, and yeah, like that'll be fine. So it's gonna be my first time donating platelets because at first it takes like a few hours because, you know, like first they take out like your whole blood and then they return the whole blood after they take out the platelets, like what they need and all that. So since that takes a few hours of dedication and time, I haven't done it yet, but it's gonna be my first time, hoping that my iron levels are high enough. I've been trying to take my iron pills regularly these days. I'm hoping I'll be able to donate. I'm even gonna bring along like my heating thing. This thing like it heats. It is, I don't know what's called, heating, not heating pad, but hand warmer. Because like when your hands are cold, your iron levels will show that they're lower than they actually are, and my hands always cold, so I'm bringing that with me. And I'm also gonna bring my gloves because I'm gonna be taking the bicycle. So peace. I'm finally back in my dorm and it's about 8 o'clock, I think. I'm gonna shower now and wash my hair. I'm gonna dye my hair in a few days, but I just want to wash it now because it's been about a week since I last washed it, and I said, why not? Let me just wash it. Today was also a good day. I took a long walk. I might have gotten sick from the cold and the wind, but I'm hoping that I'm not actually sick because that's what I'm called for. After this, I'm gonna try to get some studying done. Since it was cool, I didn't really take that many like photos, videos, stuff, but I did take some nice photos because like, oh, this is nice and all that. I'm not sure exactly what I'll do with my hair, but I want something simple. So if my hair is stretched enough to do so, like while it's wet, if my hair is still stretched enough to do so, I want to just do a pineapple, like what I just had my hair in. But I had to take it out because I didn't moisturize my hair, so I kind of need to do that. For right now, I'm just rubbing it to get the water around because the water is unevenly distributed. Like some spots have more water, and I need to be like a little damp, not like dripping. Alright, so since I'm gonna be washing my hair again in a few days anyway, since I'm gonna dye it, I'm not gonna use like my good products. So I'm gonna use this. This expired a few years ago, back in 2020. I'm gonna use this. I bought this, but then I remember I don't really like Cantu for whatever reason anymore. I don't really use it often. And I'm just gonna use this, so I love it because I just want an oil to seal in the products or whatever. I'm gonna start with this. Yeah, I'm not feeling it because so if I'm trying to grip it and it's not giving, long story short. Yeah, it will not hold. See, this is what I have so far, but I don't make my ponytails tight, so almost like it's gonna like puff. So I'm just gonna do 2 pigtails again. Okay, this will not do. This just broke. I have to grab another one. Alright, so I'm just gonna do my usual tube, and tomorrow when it's dry, I'm gonna take it down. Cause I don't plan on leaving it in front. I'm just gonna do this quickly and rushed. Alright, all done. This will do for bed. Wait, why? Wait, I'm gonna redo this one because this part is not gonna be stretched because it's not like, you know, part of the pigtail for real. That's what happens when we don't look in the mirror while doing the hair. Will I even keep this footage? I don't know. Once my eye record, I'm like, what am I even doing? But the other times I see it and I'm like, okay, I fuck with it. I'll post it. Oh my god, it's kind of stuck in my hair. Feeling pretty fly, like a G6. I'm getting kind of hungry again, not gonna lie. Because I know house closed at 7 today. And while there's still people, like, you know, at 7, I don't want to be that stressed. I found I used to work at the dining hall. I didn't want to be, you know, kind of person who stays there past my welcome or whatever it's called, like when you stay longer than you should. Okay, this will do. It'll dry decently. I just heard like the extra oils like on my edges because they tend to be like, you know, neglected and all that, and I'm not trying to neglect them. Alright, it's Tuesday and then it's about 11 a.m. So in about an hour, I have to head to a birthday party for someone, and I haven't even changed yet or gotten dressed yet. But before I do so, I just want to go clean the bathroom because I'm pretty sure I'm the only one here. So any mess is like my own, and because I'm leaving to go home tomorrow, so I just want to clean so when I come back, like, you know, the place will be clean. And yeah, I think that's all. So for this morning, I got almost 10 hours of sleep, by the way, because I slept a little past 10 last night. I woke up around like 8 something. So I haven't gotten that much sleep in a while. I mean, I still felt tired, not gonna lie. Like, I woke up, I said, let me try going back to sleep. I couldn't, so I said, let me actually do something with my life. And so what I did was I edited one of my YouTube videos because during breaks I can like really focus on editing my YouTube videos and like posting, which is good, I guess. I'm just gonna go clean the bathroom now, then get changed, get dressed, because I don't even know what I'm gonna wear so far. I'm not really like a fashionable person, and ever since I've gotten to college, I've been living in sweatpants. So now I actually have to, you know, kind of dress up a little. Okay, so I'm back from like, you know, the restaurant party thing, and it was actually good. Both the food, the event, all that. It was like really good. Glad that, you know, I decided to be a little social and go out today. But I've already changed back to comfy clothes. But I'm gonna like put down what I wore somewhere around here. Also like my meal, I'm also gonna put my meal somewhere around, but overall, so far so good. It's almost 4 p.m. so I'm actually gonna do my I guess like chemistry work now. I'm trying to be a scholar student until it's hard to do so during break. While I was in the car today, we were on the highway and then we heard ambulance coming up from like behind us, right? So that just reminded me of those people who follow after the ambulance because they know that like, you know, when the ambulance or police cars, firefighter, when the people with the sirens are coming, like everyone clears the way, so, you know, they get to bulldoze the way through and get to where they need to go quickly. So it just reminded, I can't speak. So it just reminded me of those people who just follow like immediately right after the tail because like they can't be stopped because the people with the sirens on, like the police, and they're not gonna stop and say, "Oh, you're going too fast. Let me stop and ticket you," when there are more like pressing emergencies to get to. So I'm not the type of person to actually do that. You know, like follow behind the sirens just because the highway, the road is clear. But I just find it like fascinating that people really do that. You know, they just follow straight behind so they can quickly like bob and weave and get to wherever they need to go. It just like crossed my mind. So I'm packing, it's currently 11 p.m. and I'm packing and getting ready to leave tomorrow noon. So since I'm gonna take my backpack, I'm like emptying it out of the stuff that I don't need so I can put stuff I do need in there. I'm gonna use these plastic bags as like a luggage tag, I guess. And like just wrap it around here so it can easily be identified as mine. And over here I have my dirty clothes because you know I'm going home so I can also do my laundry. But it's like, it's actually like full. I'm hoping I can take this on with me as like a carry-on, basically. And so far, making good progress. I'm listening to music. It's from Pocahontas, Savages. And, you know, I have my food over there. I have my items. I also have my items on the bed. But so far, we're making good progress and all that. It won't take long before I finish. And I'll do like the rest of the packing, like toothbrush, last minute stuff. I'll do that in the morning. So, good stuff. Alright, so I'm basically done packing for the night. I just have to like, you know, put the last minute items in tomorrow. That's my snack for the bus, by the way. But I'm about to go devour my food now. My leftovers from the restaurant. That's chicken. It's like honey garlic chicken. That's my rice and peas. It's about to be bomb. That's my chemistry. And I have my drink, my beverage right here. So it's 10:30 and my bus leaves at 2:45. So I plan on getting there around 2 so I can really situate myself, know where I'm going, be like comfortable and familiar with the place. But I'm really chilling, like I don't have anywhere to go today. Like granted I have a few hours, but still I just have a few last minute stuff to get done. Like I'm thinking of buying avocados because the price seems good. And I also want to get something for my little sisters, you know, like a little gift for them. And I also have to grab like a bite, something to eat at some point before I leave. But yeah, I'm chilling, like I have absolutely nothing to do. This reminds me of when I used to have work at 2 p.m. And because, you know, I sleep late, I wouldn't really get much done because like I didn't want to overexert myself before starting work, so I wouldn't really do much. But yeah, I knew that I had time to actually do stuff, but I just ended up like being in bed for most of the time before work. And then like I low-key feel guilty because the shift was from 2 to like about 8, 9. So like once I got back, I also wouldn't do much. And the actual work wasn't bad, it was like pretty good, but it just wasn't the way to live, you know, because just like waking up, sort of like dreading 2 o'clock, chilling in bed till about like 1:30, and then going to work for a couple of hours, coming back when it's night, maybe doing like a little something on the computer, and then going on my phone again till I fall asleep. Not quite the okay way to live, but luckily it was just 1 day a week, Saturday, and it was a work study program, so this was only from the beginning of the school year till about February, I think, so it wasn't permanent. All right, it's 12 and I'm getting ready to leave, not for the train station, but I have the door open like for the first time. But I want to go to the market and buy some avocados because the price is good. So I want to surprise my family with, I guess, like a 3 avocados. And I'm going to come back here to my dorm, drop off the avocados, then head back down because I want to go to like the convenience store and see if I can find like little gifts or something for my little sisters. And then I'm going to come back up here again. And then I guess that's when I'll like really finish packing up. I'm deciding what and when I'll eat and all that, because so far I haven't eaten yet because I normally don't eat till like, I guess like between like now and 2 p.m. So I want to eat before I get on the bus, you know. So I finally got avocados. They're smaller than the ones that I'm used to, but I guess that's why the price makes sense. Also, they're organic, so maybe they'll be better. I don't know. But I'm gonna go check out now, self-check out that joint. Alright, I got my avocados, organic ones. I always feel like so like a rich person, like the bourgeoisie, that's what I can't pronounce, but I know how it's spelled.
Bourgeoisie.
I always feel like that whenever I buy organic, because normally I just go for wherever's cheaper, and like the non-organic, the GMO stuff, they tend to be cheaper. So probably not good for me in the long run, but it is what it is. Alright, I'm back from my little convenience store run. And like I love when they write little notes, because I was asking, like, you know, did I do this right? And they're like, yes, right. And I'm just sad. I love it. I love little like handwritten notes. I love handwriting in general. If my college offered a course on handwriting, like, you know, like analyzing it and all that, I'll take it, but they don't, so no. I also got a drinky drink, a donut. I got gifts for my sister. I wasn't sure whether to place it. I think something I know that she would like, or, you know, do something different. So I chose to do something different, and I got this because, you know, dessert delights and it's tea, and I know she likes certain teas, so I'm hoping that she'll like this one, because at least like it kind of looks cute, you know. And I know that my dad likes this, and my mom too, so, you know, a little something for my parents. So since it's almost 1, I'm actually gonna finish packing up now. I have to like do my toothbrush and other stuff because I wanted it to dry after I brushed my teeth, so I didn't like put it in the bag immediately. So right now I'm just gonna focus on doing that last minute packing, and then I'm gonna take the train to get to the bus station area. I took a few photos, but let me give you the story. You know how the website said to get there about 15 minutes before departure? Instead, I got there about 20 minutes before departure, and that was unintentional. I got off the train 2 stops too early, so I had to walk the rest of the way there. But I guess things ended up working out because I still made it, I guess, on time. And so, like, at one point I was worrying that maybe I wouldn't even make it because, you know, first time being there, so it was a little confusing. But anyways, like, you know, I made it home, and I surprised my younger sisters because they didn't know what time I would be getting home. It's 11 a.m. and I woke up around 10:30, so slept for a good amount of time, but I'm the only one home. And I plan on just being like productive and cleaning the house today. You know, gotta help my mom out. So I'm gonna start with folding the laundry, and then I'm gonna put in like new loads in the washing machine and all that. Then I also like want to clean like the living room, dining room, kitchen, like, you know, the whole 10 yards, and the bathrooms as well. And if I have time, I want to dye my hair. You know, end of the colored hair era. It was cool, but going back to like a somewhat normal hair color. So I'm trying a new tea, and so I tried it by itself, like without the sugar and milk at first, and it just tasted like hot water to me. I'm not like a tea expert or anything, so I added milk and sugar. I don't know how long the milk has been in the fridge, but I'm just hoping that my immune system will come through if, you know, it's been longer than it's supposed to be. But I'm also having bread, toast. I have it in the toaster oven right now, and it's almost ready. Maybe I'm gonna turn it off now. Makes like that satisfying ping. And I'm gonna eat that with some butter. And then after I eat my food, that's when I think I might clean the bathrooms or something. I don't really have like a solid plan. I just know I'll be cleaning a lot today, helping my mother out. So we bought a new waffle maker, and I've been tasked with cleaning it. So normally I was just gonna clean it like normally with like tissue with maybe some water, but then I read instructions and they said to use either like a cloth or sponge and clean it with like warm soapy water, and I don't want to use a sponge, so I'm still using a tissue that I see the green stuff, that's soap. And then like you wipe it with a damp cloth to, you know, get rid of the soap and all that, because you can't detach these parts. I know that with the old waffle maker I could detach it, but with this one we can't. That's okay. But yeah, I'm just hoping that I'll do a good job. But we're gonna be eating, like, whoever uses it first will be eating soap, not gonna lie. Also, it's 1 o'clock. Just will focus. And I want to leave around 1:40 to go visit my high school French teacher. You know, say hi to him and all that. So between like now and then, I'm gonna check on the laundry because I think it's almost done. And I'll see what else I can get done before leaving. I've switched to cleaning it with a sponge because I was using tissues before. When it came to wiping out like the soap, I figured that I'll need like multiple tissues, and that's not fair cash money for the environment. So I switched to using a damp sponge. and I'm making good progress because I don't want either of us to be hospitalized for having foaming mouths from the soap or like to smell or taste the soap in the waffle. I'm walking to my former high school and it feels weird because it's not time for them to be released from school yet. So the road's like, pretty chill, empty and all that. It always feels weird just like going back to my high school in general because as I've graduated, it's like seeing the high schoolers again and seeing how small they look and how young they look. That's like amazing. The weather's beautiful. I didn't even need a jacket, it's heavy, so I kind of avoided it. And yeah, also, Friday was when I dyed my hair. I have a whole video on that and it's already out. So I'm gonna link it in the description below. I left home Saturday morning around 9 a.m. I'm back in my dorm and it's almost 10 o'clock p.m. I arrived like earlier, of course. I got back in Boston around 1. Then I had to take the train like to my dorm. But I didn't go like to my dorm straight away. So I was hungry, so I stopped even with like my items, my backpack and the bag I was carrying. So I stopped at the dining hall to grab a bite. Once I got back to my dorm, I was tired since I woke up around like 7:45, so I got like about 7 hours of sleep. So like once I got back, I didn't do much. I just straightened things up a little, like charged my laptop, plugged my chargers back in, put my freshly cleaned pillowcase back on my bed, and then I went to bed. So yeah, I took like a nice 2-hour nap. And when I woke up, since the dining hall's closed at 8 today, it's almost 7 when I woke up, I just like chilled on my phone till about like 7:20. And that's why I decided to, get up and go leave and eat so I can finally like actually have some food. So yeah, today was good. It was like pretty chill because, just like traveling, being tired. But my goal now is to go on my laptop and get some work done if possible now that, I've been rested and all that. And yeah, I'm sad that tomorrow's last day of break. Like someone posted about how they also have a loving spring break. I'm like, same. Like you read my mind. Like we were thinking the same thing. I knew that the avocados wouldn't be ripe during my stay home. I'm hoping that when it does finally become ripe and all that, and my family eats it, my mom gives me like a full, detailed report on how it was. Because I feel like if I ask her like, yo, how are the avocados? She'll just give me a one-word answer. She'll just say good. And I'm like, no, I want like, the full report. So I basically want like a written report, Times New Roman, size 12, double spaced, and printed out. I mean, like, I'm so sure, yeah, I'm trying to just get like a really detailed report on what she thinks of the organic avocados from a different supermarket. Also, if there were any issues, and what exactly was it? I don't know, like tell me like the specific issue that there was. Was it just like deceiving in general? Like it felt ripe, it looked ripe, and once you cut it, you figure out that it wasn't quite giving what it was supposed to give? Like, tell me the complaints as well. I'm trying to hear. So the video is basically done. But if you watched it to the end, I'm surprised because this video is like, what, almost 40 minutes long? Thank you if you actually did watch it to the end. And if you want to give the video a like, that makes me happy. If you want, you can subscribe. That also makes me happy. This is basically what I do when I'm prepping to go home for a few days. So I hope you enjoy like just seeing what I do like during breaks or getting ready to go home.